Hey guys, what's up? Hello, entrepreneurs. Hello, boss moms. Hello, all of my women entrepreneurs who are just really badasses. Okay? We do a lot. We do a lot. I had something that I wanted to talk about today for Money Minute Monday. And if you don't know who I am, my name is JC, and this is Money Minute Monday, another episode of Money Minute Monday. Each week, I come to you with tax, accounting, and CFO tips that can help you grow and scale your business and also protect those profits that you are going to be earning as you grow and scale your business and do whatever you want to do in life with your money. Okay, so each week I'll come to you with some tips. Today I was going to talk about tax planning, but I'm feeling something else. I'm feeling something else. So we're going to talk about consistency and how consistency will affect your profits. Um, First, I want to let you know that I am a mom myself. I am also a mother. I have three kids. My house typically looks like this. Typically does. It typically does. Doesn't matter how often I clean. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's always a mess in the background. I am there also their only present parent, so I do not have childcare. I work with Stokely on my hip, or Stokely is nursing. It's a lot. It's a lot, but the reason why I'm so consistent, the reason why I do what I do is for them. So in order for me to show up and be consistent for my audience, I have to be consistent in all other areas of my life as well. And that includes being consistently me. I can't stop what I'm doing um, as a mom because it just doesn't work that way. And lots of my clients feel me. Many of my clients are also the exact they're the same way. We are moms trying to run a full-time business. We know that we want to be moms and we also want to be career women. We have goals and we love being moms and we're just going to do both. Okay. Because typically corporate tells us we can't do both. So the reason why I'm saying being consistent can affect your profits because the more consistent you are with your business and the actions that it needs for you to take, the actions that are necessary for you to take to get to the goals in your business, the increased profits you will get. Because what will happen, this is what will happen, your focus and your consistency will be towards those goals. Your energy will be towards creating your processes and your systems, and your energy will be towards building your legacy. So therefore, it's only right. It's like the law of gravity. I mean, whatever law of the universe that is, if you put your energy towards that thing, that's what's going to come back. So you have to be consistent no matter what is going on in your life. And that also means being consistently you. And I'm a numbers person. So let's talk numbers. Okay. So I think to myself, okay, I need to become unavailable for certain things in my life that are not getting me to those goals, that are not allowing me to, that are prohibiting me from building a legacy for my kids, for that the things that are prohibiting me from being able to be present for them mentally, emotionally, and financially. I need to be unavailable for those things so that I can be available for them in a present way, a healthy way, a financial way, so I can build a legacy, and so that way I can reach my goals. So, as far as numbers goes, I think to myself, okay, how much time do I probably spend trying to make something perfect? Okay, and how much of that time could I use to begin to create do an income producing activity? So, what I want to do is take out the fat. And this is what I do with my clients in their business. I identify the fat, what the activities that are not generating you income, and then I say, okay, this is what's slowing you down. This is your bottlenecks. These are the activities that you do in your business every day. These are the contracts that are wasting you money. These are the expenses that are not generating you a return on investment. These are the coaches that are not getting you maybe the results that you, and it might not be the coach, it might be you. It might be you're not just listening. These are the actions in your business that are actually costing you money. And let's take that energy and let's take that money, those expenses, and turn it in to something that will generate you income. Now, because I am a numbers person, then I quantify that specific amount specifically. Okay, so I had a client explain to me something regarding their contract. There was a hole in their contract. There was a hole in their contract that was allowing customers to add services on demand. And it was taking them a lot of time to create that additional service, to provide that additional service on demand because they did not allow that time in their budget. And therefore, it was taking away from time that they could be doing to generate income producing activities. Okay, so that's what I do as a CFO. So when I can see that you're consistently doing these actions and I can see that it's consistently driving these results, I will be able to tell you this is what you should do instead to increase your profits. Now, how do I know all of these things? How do I know what's driving the results? By looking at your financial statements and looking at your tax returns and looking at your bank statements and creating analysis and plans and budgets to determine what will happen in the future. You don't always want to be looking. Someone I really admire, his name is Perry Jeffries. He says you don't always want to be looking in the rear view mirror of your car when you're driving. You can't drive like this. You need to be able to look in front of you on a dashboard and say, okay, this is where you're going. But you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. If you don't know where you've been, you don't know how to get to where you're going. If you don't know where you've been and you don't know where you're going. You need to know where you're going and you need to know where you've been. You need to know your past events. You need to know your historical data. You need to know your previous tax returns. I need to know your historical data, things that you've already been doing, so that I can predict future activities. And the only way to do that is for bookkeeping. And bookkeeping, unfortunately, is one of those things that I will tell you every single time I get on here. It's always the thing that is skipped over in a small business. And we also need to understand, I love that there's this boom of entrepreneurship, but we also understand this online space can kind of make things super cloudy to having the basics of a business, the basics. So we need to not allow the selling online and the selling socially online to cloud our understanding of the basics. No matter what kind of business you have, you need to have operations, you need to have marketing, and you need to have finance. And one of those basics, you can bring them here. One of those basics is bookkeeping. You just need to have bookkeeping to track your historical data. Now, hi, Stokely. We can at Create Accounting Services, I have the capacity, our firm has the capacity to service all of your financial needs. But if you want to work with me to scale your business and protect all of that money that you're making as a hard-working mother who wants to be present for their kids and make the money to live comfortably and enjoy your money, you want to protect that money and not give it to the IRS, okay? Then you need to work with me. Then we need to have a chat. We need to have a chat because there are some amazing things that we can do. But If you don't have your bookkeeping and your accounting in place, you don't have your bookkeeping in place. If you don't have your foundations in place, you're not filing your tax returns. If you don't have those things in place, we can't work together because you have to have those basics in place. We wouldn't be able to work, you know, one on one. I would still outsource you to some of my colleagues. So I'm not just going to disappear from you. You know, I'm not just going to like just, you're still going to hear from me monthly. Okay. I don't want to get that notion that like I'm just like handing you off to somebody. No, you're still going to hear from me monthly. But as far as those strategies and as far as those planning moves to make and save more money, that's CFO. Okay, mommy's done. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Be sure to check the link in the description of this video to where you can purchase your free ticket. So it's not purchase. So where you can get your free ticket to my tax masterclass, okay, that I'm having on September 25th. The topic, here is the huge announcement. The topic is how to hire your kids. How to hire your kids. Okay, Sophie's getting so fussy. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.